and welcome back. In this lecture, hello everyone and welcome back. In this lecture, we'll see how we can create data frames from a dictionary containing lists or arrays. So when we are creating data frames from a dictionary of lists, we have to make sure that our list or array is of the same length. Okay? Let's look at an example. We'll first create a dictionary containing lists and save it in a variable called dd. Let's pass a key and value combo. Let's say key 1, and then for our value, I'll pass a list containing numbers. To make it simple, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's our key 1 and value 1 combo. And let's pass another key and value combo, key 2, and then for our value 2, let's pass another list of numbers. Let's say 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's pass one more key and value combo. Let's say key 3. And then for value, let's pass 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now we can use the pandas data frame method and then create a data frame. So pd dot data frame, and then we pass our dictionary object, and we get our dictionary. So we have our columns key 1, key 2, and key 3, and then our indexes 0 through 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And as we saw before, we can also pass the index argument, otherwise it will have this default indexing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's pass a index argument. So pd dot data frame, we pass our dictionary object, and then we pass this optional index argument, and then we pass any index that we want. To make it simple, let's pass a, b, c, d, and e. A, b, c, d, and e. Let's run it. So now we have our indexes. And remember that I mentioned our list here has to be of the same length, otherwise we'll get an error. Let me show you what I mean. Let's copy that and paste it here. Let's make key 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And let's save this in another variable called dictionary2. So if we try to create a data frame from our dictionary object 2, we get an error. Or let me run this first, and then run this cell. We get an error. So it's important that our list has the same length. See here, arrays must all be of the same length. That's a value error. So that's one thing to remember. Next, let's see how we can create data frames from a list of dictionaries. Okay. So we'll create a list containing dictionaries, and we'll save this in a variable called, let's say, list1. And I'll pass a list containing dictionaries. Let's say for our first dictionary, let's pass a key and value combo. Let's say key is A, value, let's say 1, key is B, value is 2, and then let's pass key is C, and then value is 3. So this will be our first dictionary. Let's pass another dictionary. Key is A, key 1, value 1, key 2, value 2, let's put 12, key 3, and its value 3, let's make it 13, and let's pass one more key, key 4, and value, let's say 14. Now that we have a list containing dictionaries, we can create a data frame from this. So in this case, our columns will be the key values A, B, C, and since we have one more, D, and then we'll have values, corresponding values for those. Okay, let's create a data frame from our list by using pandas data frame method. So pd.dataframe, and we simply pass our list containing this dictionaries, list 1, and if we run it, we have our columns as A, B, C, and D, which are the key values, the keys, and then our indexes, we have 0 and 1 and corresponding value. So first dictionary values are here, and then second dictionary we have our values. Since our first dictionary doesn't have D, the value is not a number, no value, missing data, right? And as we have seen before, we can pass the optional index argument. So pd.dataframe, then we have our list object, list 1, and then index, we can, instead of 0 and 1, we can pass any other index. Let's say index 1 and index 2. You can pass anything that you want. So we have index 1 and index 2. And if we want to see, let's say, only the last 2 columns, we can pass the optional column argument, pd.dataframe, we have our list object, and then we simply pass the columns that we want to see. Let's say C and D, columns C and D, C and D, and if I pass it like this, all I will see is the C and D, and then indexes 0 and 1, right? 0 and 1, C and D. I can also pass the index argument, and I can rename the index to whatever I want instead of 0 and 1. Let's say 0 and then 1. Those will be my index, and then columns C and D. We have 0 and 1 and our columns C and D. Great. And in the next lecture, we'll see how we can create data frames from